vast world of online arts, there are many species. Some are thriving, some are struggling, and some should really take a break. Let's begin. Quick disclaimer, this video is not meant to be offensive or target anyone. These are simply just fun stereotypes. You have been warned. If you think you will get triggered, click off now. Also, I forgot to mention, but there's also a tier list, just so you know. They just picked up a pencil last week and are already posting their first ever art with "please don't steal" in the caption, because obviously their wobbly stick figure is a high value target. And if they're on TikTok, oh, you already know, zoom ins, random filters, flashing text, and 3 completely unrelated emojis. Pure chaos. Their video is filmed in the darkest corner of the room, shaking like they just fought a ghost mid-recording. And the comment section, just an alt account saying, "Oh my god, so bad," for engagement. These are typically 10 to 15-year-old young artists who I'm not sure should actually even be online. But one thing I do respect though is that they have some balls to actually post and put themselves out there. Bravo. And you know, we all gotta begin from somewhere. I'll rate this first one to strange, stable, but slain because they actually posted something, and even though they're still little baby artists, they will improve. Their art style, it changes every month. I mean, same, mine changes like every week or so. But the difference between that and this type of artist is that they change it with the intention to match the current hottest art talk trend. One week they're doing soft Tumblr aesthetic, and the next, suddenly it's Genshin fan art. And then boom, now it's the chaotic 2014 MS Paint energy. You just never really know what to expect from these guys. Their caption is most likely, "This style is so fun," and they will never use it again. Bestie, are you evolving or just speedrunning every art style like it's a side quest? I mean, if it is what you want to do, then sure, go for it, I guess. I feel like this is really between like "please touch grass" and "could make art teachers cry," but I will put it to "please touch grass" because sometimes they have the skill, but I feel like they should maybe come up with some like original ideas once in a while. They post once a year. You assume they've vanished. Maybe they quit art. Maybe they got abducted. Then out of nowhere, they return with a fully rendered masterpiece that looks like it belongs in a museum. No context, no explanation. Just "LOL, felt like drawing" in the caption. It should be illegal how good they are. I just don't get it. They don't follow trends. Trends follow them. They only use one brush, a default brush, and somehow it just works. How do you improve without actively trying? Who is training you? What is your secret? This is the guy you actually want the advice from, but certainly they ain't giving any. No questions asked. This is certainly could sell doodles for rent. Period. You're scrolling, minding your business, and then bam, there's an art tutorial on your feed. You think, oh cool, let's learn something. Until you realize the expert is giving a drawing tutorial in which a hand looks like a melted marshmallow. Their advice is so revolutionary. Just draw better. Wow, life-changing! Meanwhile, their perfect anatomy guide has a character standing with one leg mysteriously longer than the other. And if you dare to question their skills or advice, the amount of bullying you get from this guy is astonishing. This is why I feel scared to post any kind of tutorial-based content, because I don't want you guys to do the same mistakes as I do. For example, the marshmallow hands. Okay, this is certainly the total opposite of the previous one. This could definitely make our teachers cry. Please don't take advice from this guy. Hi, just a quick reminder that since you have watched this video so far and hopefully you've liked it, remember to subscribe so you're able to see more content like this. It would really help me a ton. Love you. Let's continue. Oh, the edgy artist phase. We've all been there, but some never leave. And to be honest, I don't think it is really a phase at that point. It is a lifestyle. Their entire gallery is blood, skeletons, and glowing anime eyes. Their color palette, red and black only. Everything else is just weak. Their caption is something like, "sorry for the gore guys, it's just a minor paper cut." Their background is usually fog, and always fog, actually. Like, this is what I imagine when I think of charcoal medium mains. And you guys are low-key really talented too, even if the subjects of your art are a bit too gore in my opinion. But you do you. I think I want to put this to strange, stable but slaying, but I don't think they're stable. So, you're skilled, but maybe you just need some therapy. these guys don't post, like ever. They would much rather hoard reference images like a dragon guarding treasure. They usually have around 500 plus Pinterest boards labeled poses, hands, background inspo, things I might use one day but most likely never. Yeah, you get the point. Personally, I'm a total opposite of this and I save all the cool shit I find just into one board, and a few days later, I wonder why I saved that in the first place. Then after a few years of silence, they finally post, and it's a full-on Renaissance painting. And then they vanish again. So you were training in secret this whole time? You just dropped a masterpiece and left? I find these guys so mysterious. I want to know more about your life than your Pinterest boards. This goes to please touch grass or paper. Like literally, like draw sometimes. Don't just hoard all the pictures. They haven't touched a sketchbook in months. They keep saying, I should draw, but never actually do. Then out of nowhere, with a deadline looming, they crack out a masterpiece in like 5 hours. Like how? A full rendered, hyper detailed, stunning artwork? Then they disappear again and you won't hear from them for days, weeks, months, years. Like their stuff can easily go viral because of how skilled they are, but they won't actually even notice because they are just gone. So the only minus of these guys is just the laziness, but they're like most skilled of all these artists, so I think I have to put them to could sell doodles for rent, unfortunately. Oh yes, the digital artists. They have 400 layers and none of them are named. Just layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 and so on. These artists have downloaded like 300 brush packs but actually only use like 2 default brushes. Also, they draw the line art like 57 times, so don't be fooled when you see their perfect drawing process in a video. They cut out like 97% of that video to hide their failed line art attempts. And unfortunately, I'm sometimes the victim of this. I love the dedication of my fellow digital artists, but at some point we have to accept that no one else is going to inspect our art at 300% zoom. But the one kind of digital artists I'm actually scared of are the ones that do really good digital painting. I want your secret. Please tell me, how do you make it look like a real watercolor or oil? I feel like this is pretty much like strange, stable, but slaying, but we're pretty basic. So yeah, anyway. Their profile picture, OC. Their banner, OC. Their username, some variation of shadow of demon underscore 97. Every single post is their OC in 40 different outfits. They could be doing commissions, but nope, this is an OC appreciation time. This kind of goes hand in hand with the just started kid artists. I guess it is the next phase after the kids grow up little. And I personally don't think it's wrong to only post your single OC, but I'm not sure if anyone else is really as dedicated to see it as you are, so maybe don't expect people to be that interested of your content. Sorry, kid. Okay, let me explain. I will put this to could make art teachers cry because there's like no variation of what you do. Like you're not really learning anything if you're just drawing your OC, so it's kind of boring. Sorry, but draw what you want to draw. Like I don't care as long as you're happy. They keep saying, I'm not getting better, but when you check their sketchbook, it's 40 pages of the same anime face. Also, they have never done a study ever. They draw one pose, one angle, one aesthetic, and when someone suggests trying new things, no, that's scary. I think there's also a subcategory for these artists who post a lot of their stuff to YouTube, for example. I'm not personally trying to attack anyone here, but the amount of times I've seen these kind of artists complain on YouTube announcements how the algorithm hates them for not showing their 15-second blurry art videos. Not saying your stuff is bad, but maybe your style of content just doesn't interest people. Sorry. Also, maybe don't compare yourself to other artists in here. Just focus on improving your content and your anatomy skills. Please touch grass. I don't think you're as bad as you think you are, but you need to fix that attitude. So tell me, are you one of these artists or are you a hybrid of 3? Because I personally felt so called out when I was scripting this. Here is a video you might like in case you enjoy this kind of art chaos. Bye!